Hey guys, back from LA, and today is Saturday and I have a couple tattoos to make. I don't know what I'm making yet. I think I have some friends coming in. I think they're just picking stuff off the walls here, so we'll see. So today's video is going to be kind of like why I tattoo the way I tattoo and why I think that's important and what tattoos last and what tattoos don't and my educated opinion on why I think that is. Let's get into it, right? So the first thing that comes to mind when we're talking about tattoos like aging and fading over time is, the actual application of the tattoo and the style of the tattoo. So what I mean by that is, like black ink is carbon based, and as human beings, we're based of carbon. So black ink doesn't really tend to do anything in our skin. It just kind of, ultimately when your skin loosens up, it kind of gets a little blacker over time, I feel. And I'll show you a couple pictures of that really quick. Hold on, I have a good book. Alright. So this is heavily tattooed men and women, put out by Schiffer Books by Spiderweb. So this is a great example, right? So these are real tattoos right here, like solid tattoos. And these men have had these tattoos for it looks like a bit of time. So the thing is, these are black. Tattoos are based of carbon. The people wearing them are based of carbon. It's an earth within us. So when you get black ink under the skin, it tends to just stick around. When you break down the black ink, meaning to like water it down to do various different gradations, like when you're doing a portrait or any shade from black to skin tone, you're gonna water down that ink in between. And the more watered down the ink it is, the more water you're getting on your skin and less ink you're getting underneath your skin. And over time, it's probably Rudy, hold on. All right, I'll see you in a second. Bye. All right, so my buddy's about to arrive right now to tattoo him. So what I'm getting at is, so as you break down this ink, it's lighter, lighter, lighter. The tattoo that has those lighter, lighter tones is gonna further break down. So if you have a black and it's mixed in half with water and it's like a half tone, over time that water is gonna dissipate, that black's gonna break down, and that's gonna be even half of that half tone. So when you have portraits and you have like black and gray and lighter gray and lighter gray and lighter gray, all the delicate details, sometimes they're the most important parts of the face, can just dissipate completely. Like for example, like this tattoo. So when I say that I make real tattoos, I mean that my definition of tattoo is a permanent marking. So if a tattoo isn't gonna last, then I don't wanna do it. Now, with tattooing being right now, like there's so many artists in tattooing and there's so many possibilities of what you can do. It seems like anything's possible in these TV shows. They do all these crazy challenges, but in all reality is like they're not talking about how the tattoo is going to age. And if it's not going to age well, then it shouldn't even be tattooed. I hate to get I feel like I get a little flustered talking about this, but I really care about tattooing, and it sucks to see these tattooers and styles kind of sell this snake oil, so to speak, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get Rudy. Boom. Dude. It's wild, right?
This is awesome, dude.
It's pretty hidden,
Yeah, no, it's cool. Fuck yeah, this is badass.
Thanks, man. Oh, yeah. It's the thing that just, what do you think about getting today?
Fuck, I don't know. I don't know if I still, what do you think? Because I wanted to do all black on this arm. Uh-huh. And then keep this one the same as this. Yeah. But I don't know, do you think I should mix it up on this arm? What do you think?
You're not pigeonholed. It's not too late to do either. You only have one on each arm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could spice it up and do a black a color, a black a color. Yeah. Or you could keep that going. It just depends on,
I think maybe I'll spice it up.
I mean, to be honest, like, I think that when I first started getting tattooed, I had these big grandiose plans of like, oh, I'm gonna do black here, and then color here, and I'm gonna get this here, and it's gonna...
Yeah.
And I think it's just kind of like overthought, and some people think that's really neat, but I think it's kind of nice just to be able to get what looks best where it looks best.
No, I agree, because I didn't really have a I just wanted to keep tattoos that looked in the vein to this one.
Yeah, and it's not, well, I'm saying it's not too late. If you had like a half sleeve of that, then I'd be like, okay, let's just keep that black. But if you do have a desire to do color, I would say do it now, so that way.
Well, I was just figuring if I ever want to get into the body, it might just be easier if it's all color.
Yeah. So. I mean, you could do them just kind of like how these sheets are too. Like, I mean, you know, if you kind of mix them up a lot, like, I mean, all these traditional tattoos have a lot of black in them regardless, right? Yeah. So, I mean, like, these designs don't look weird next to each other. You could just approach it really similar, you know? I mean, if you approach it where it's, you just gotta mix it up a bit.
Yeah, that's...
You get a little fucking spicy and it'll look cool, you know what I mean?
Well, where do you think I should continue?
We could do, like, maybe maybe a cool tattoo, like, maybe you could, like, because they're both laid out really nice.
Yeah.
We could do, like, outer forearm tattoo. You know
that's what I was thinking.
Maybe you could do a color one, then you could do a black one.
Yeah, that works.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get a little fucking freaky.
Well, now you gotta pick.
Any of those ones would look good. Have you seen the Tiny Bright tattoo book yet?
No, not yet.
I mean, if you want to get a color one, let's see. These are all Tiny Black tattoo books. Oh, here's one. Alright. So there's a couple hundred designs that would, like, work really good in there, you know?
Yeah.
It's so classic. This is like the perfect spot. It's like the Popeye anchor placement, you know? Mom can't be mad at this one, huh?
No, that's why. Well, she won't get mad regardless. But.
Alrighty, rude boy Rudy. Ready to get down?
I guess so. You know how people say shit like, oh, dude, I love the way tattooing. I don't...
You don't like it?
No, I just go through it because they look badass.
I'm the same way.
I love that green, dude.
Isn't it like the best?
Yeah, it's fucking...
Yeah, it hits so hard, huh?
Yeah, I think that's the green I have on this one over here.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, it's the only green I use.
This is crazy.
Not bad, huh? How long ago did we do that one on you?
A little over a year ago.
Let me see the Blitz one on you too. That's super cool. I'm gonna get pictures of both of these right now. I'll lock you up right now.
Thank you, dude.
Are you missing anything? You got everything in your little fanny?
I got everything in the little man bag.
Alright. With all that being said, it kind of comes back to like what styles don't last, what styles do tend to fade out. You know, the portrait stuff, the realism stuff tends to not really last as long. It can last, and some artists know how to really do it justice. For the most part, the longevity of the tattoo is dictated by the actual reference picture you had to work with. Meaning you come in with an old faded picture of your grandmother and you want to get it tattooed, you're going to get an old faded tattoo. And that old faded tattoo is going to fade out even more, and then your tattoo is going to be gone. And you spent a bunch of money, a bunch of time, you got a real amazing artist to give you a real temporary tattoo, right? Now say you came with like, I want to get a Frankenstein portrait. You know, there's lots of textures, lots of black, you know, it's an iconic image. You can kind of darken it, you can do things to it and it looks still like Frankenstein. And you have lots of reference material. So as far as realism go, it's only as good as the reference that you have to work with. And there are some artists that will try to like outline the eye a little bit with like maybe a dark gray so it fades to a light gray, or they'll try to outline the face a little bit. They'll try to take this image of this portrait of this photograph and make this photograph into a tattoo of the photograph. And then there's other artists that they'll just make the photograph. Just for the fresh photo, just for Instagram. And that's really common. And I think that's something to be wary of is tattooing. Tattooing's becoming so temporary. I think that before my time, you did what was best for the tattoo. Tattoos looked like this because you only had so much to work with. You only had so many colors. You only had so many size needles, So, all right, I only have this one size needle. I have these few colors. What can I make of it? You have stuff like this, right? Now, coincidentally, this stuff happens to last in the skin the longest and look the best the longest. As tattooing came more forward and more artists came into tattooing and more technology came into tattooing, more colors, ink, more needles, whatever, tattooing expanded bigger than, in my opinion, way bigger than for its own good, So I tend to try to have a older outlook on tattooing. I reference a lot of older images, and I draw things a certain way and I paint things a certain way to tattoo them a certain way for them to last as long as I can make them last. With that being said, I know some designs I do aren't going to last as long as others, but my goal is always the same, to give a tattoo that's going to last for as long as possible. So the issue is we live in this time where we can get anything we want, but anything we want isn't what's always best for us. And tattoos, sometimes I think that if you don't like the way tattoos look, maybe you shouldn't get tattooed, I think the same people 10 years ago, 20 years ago that were saying, they don't like tattoos, they don't like the way they look, how's it going to look like when you get older. Those are the same, older people that are going in and getting the super realism tattoos from the TV artists, and then those fade out and look like crap. So they're kind of like a victim of their own judgment of the past on tattoos. Now they have tattoos that don't last. So I think the ultimate thing to take away from this isn't just necessarily style. Because people can make traditional tattoos and they can look like trash over time. People can make realism tattoos, they look like trash over time. People can make traditional and realism tattoos and make them look great over time. The application is the most important. And I can't explain that into the effect and depth as I would like to, because I'm not going to teach you guys how to tattoo. It's up to you to seek out an artist that knows the difference, an artist that can make a tattoo and make it last. And I guess my best advice for that would be, look at healed work. If you look at this person's work and they only have fresh photos, that should be kind of a red flag. Maybe ask them, hey, do you have any pictures of your work healed? Or if you just don't see them posting healed work on their Instagrams, maybe they don't have much pride in the way their work heals. Maybe their clients aren't coming back. Maybe those tattoos don't look as good as the day they did them and they don't want to post a healed one. I myself, every chance I get, try to get a healed photo. I've postponed putting out some of these videos because I wait for the client to come back to show the tattoo healed. And that's one thing that I feel like is lacking in tattooing in general, and in the consciousness of clients and on television. You watch these TV shows, you never see the tattoo healed. You see them blast out a full back piece in 10 minutes and they're gone and they tell you the big story, it looked amazing. But you don't see the tattoo 2 months later, 2 years later, 4 years later. Every time I get a chance, I want to see my work healed. And I just hope that 4 years down the road, 8 years down the road, 10 years down the road, I can be saying, oh, 10 years healed, and be proud of it. And that's my goal of tattooing, is making tattoos that I can look back on and be proud of. Not tattoos that are dated by either passing trends or passing styles or doing something just for a fresh photo that's going to age out poorly. So I hope, I know it's a big tangent, a big rant, and I just hope it helps, So that's a bit why I do the tattoos I do and why I do them that way. And I guess the real takeaway of, why do tattoos fade is because sometimes, they're not built to last. And another part of it is a collaboration with the body you tattooed it on. Maybe it's bad health. Maybe it's sun damage. Maybe it's a little bit of everything. But ultimately, the goal is to make a tattoo that can still look legible with bad health, with sun exposure. I just want to make something permanent. And that's what attracted me to tattooing originally. That's what attracts me to tattooing today. So I hope that helps. Anyways, let's get off that subject. I'm going to go eat. I'm going to go Thai vegan, I think. I'm going to go there. So if I do go there, let's fast forward to me sliding in what I'm eating.
probably, I don't know, squeeze it somewhere right here.
Stand up for me. I just want to see it looks for me. Stand up. You have enough space. Alright, black's done. It's a little peach, it's a little Seinfeld tattoo. Subpar peach.
That's tight.
Subpar peach, Papa. How long ago did we make this on you?
Like 2-3 years ago.
Wait, it would be dated. 2015. Yeah. It's 2018.
So going on 3.
Whoa, look at that. Not bad. Hug it. Your thumb. Put your thumb in. There we go. Alright, give me a hug. I'll walk you out. Ooh.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Boom, there it is. That's going down soon. Jonathan somehow talked me into tattooing his hands. It took 2 years and 4 hours tonight, but I doodled on the iPad, we figured it out, we mapped it out. I think we're both in love with the idea.
Yeah.
Both of his arms are pretty much done.
Yeah.
I was trying to make him do his whole back too.
No.
But he's a dangus.
Soon! I fucking told you 2 weeks.
Dangus, 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 dangus.
Jabrangus.
Jabrangus. I'm tired. We're tired. We've been hanging out. Been looking through all the books here. And drawing and figuring it out. He's trying to get me to fucking just do his hand tonight.
No, I'm good.
But I'm glad that we're figuring it out, you know? It's
Teamwork.
Good. Teamwork, make the hand tat dream work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Just to tie things and bring things back around again, my goal is not to bash tattooing. My goal is to make good tattoos, and my goal is hopefully to help spread a little bit of my knowledge I have, you know, to help other people understand what a good tattoo is. Because, you know, I had to get a lot of tattoos, and I had to do a lot of tattoos, and it took me a long time before I figured what the value of a tattoo was and what a good tattoo looked like. And so hopefully this channel helps you understand that a little bit. You get to it's almost like you're hanging out in a shop, watching tattoos go down, watching people talk about tattoos all the time, watching tattoos get covered up and put on. I mean, maybe you can gain your own outlook and own new opinion, and maybe it could be valuable to you. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, right? So, see you guys in the next one. Tomorrow is Sunday, and I don't know what I'm going to do.